Verstraete here. A glorious
Nice, good goal. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. We have a new player review today. It's a league objective that just released today. His name is Verstraete from the Bundesliga, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check him out. I want to use him in the right center defensive mid position. He's 5'9" with high work rates, with pretty decent base card stats. I'm not sure how EA is going to go about upgrading these cards from like special moments in real life. I have no idea how that's going to work, or special moments for specific reasons. They still haven't really given an explanation from the upgrades of these cards, so I have no idea how he's going to get upgraded. But in regards to the specific stats that he has, we're looking at a player that has decent pace, has great passing, has decent dribbling for a midfielder, has decent defending for a midfielder, and pretty good physical. I think the best chemistry style to give this card would be a shadow. Giving him that huge pace boost is going to be super beneficial, considering the fact that he is a high work rated player. Now, being able to push up, come back is going to be a hugely beneficial thing to have. We have an anchor on him right now because unless my boy makes a certain team with him in the future, you know, buying a shadow for him doesn't really make that much sense, right? But an anchor should also be a very good card to give him because the extra physical definitely helps out in a lot of positions. The only thing that I could see this card being a potential problem in is the specific shooting stats, right? Because he has 57 finishing, which obviously isn't great. There's going to be moments where you're going to want to shoot with every single attacking oriented player in your team. Even your midfielders, your CDMs are the ones that end and start the play, and for someone like him to have 57 finishing can be a huge downfall. So I wouldn't even recommend using him as a center mid. Maybe for a fun concept you could use him as a center mid. My recommendation would be more for the right center defensive mid position, for you to utilize his abilities to the max, in my genuine opinion. What I'm going to be curious to see here is his defensive capabilities with great stamina, being able to push up and come back equally just as much because of those high work rates. But I want to see if his base defending stats are going to be good enough with his upgraded defending stats with the chemistry style to see if that will benefit me in a general sense. We put a random team together here. I was doing this objective with my homie here because it was just a matter of like who finished it first, and then, you know, he got it before me because he's a monster. Yeah, we're just gonna line up with a nice little 4-2-3-1. We just want to see what he's like in the general midfield position, what he's like on the ball movement wise, so on and so forth, right? So if we check out the custom tactics that we are gonna be rocking here with this player, it's gonna be the typical 4-2-3-1 instructions, right? I always put 1-on-1 for corners and free kicks because I don't like when people counterattack against me. So we're going to try to avoid that at all costs. Timo Werner will play as a striker. Gnabry, Hazard, Nedved as the cams. Campbell will be there chilling. And Verstraete we're going to be using in that right center defensive mid position. So again, a lot of it is going to be seeing what he's like off the ball. Does he intercept the ball well? Does he defend well enough when I'm in the general position with him? And yeah, we'll basically take it from there. The main important thing here when it comes to the player reviews is being able to get the specific player on 10 chemistry as well as the 100 chemistry to be able to test him with the chemistry style on his cards. So we're going to get into a game, see how he plays. Hopefully he's a beast. And the question of whether it is worth doing or not is really up to you in regards to, you know, what else is there to do in FIFA, right? Gameplay objective wise, it can be annoying, but you know, it's one of those cards that could potentially get a decent upgrade in the future. And it's a league objective that you can use for icon swaps if you have to ever do those objectives in the future. So yeah, let's get into a game and see how he plays. An interesting team to line up here. It's a fun concept team. I like when I match up with teams like this. Alright, see what his dribbling is like here. It's not like crazy responsive, but it's like good enough, you know? It's like very generic. Stays in the middle quite nicely when we're defending. Also a very good thing too. It's a big thing with me in CDMs. I hate when they're not in the middle, you know, because everything revolves around the middle of the play. And he definitely remained in that general area very nicely. Good off-the-ball movement. His positioning is pretty good. Nice little drag back, and we don't score. I don't even know. Like, do I finesse that, I guess? I mean, it is Timo Werner, so Timo Werner, I don't even think he has the chemistry style on this card. So I think a power strike was fine there. It's just that it's not a player. I don't think this one has a chemistry style on it, so definitely need to improve that if I'm going to score that consistently like that, and then Timo Werner's going to score that one, so nice. A little interception there with Verstraete. His positioning off the ball-wise is pretty decent. I'm sorry if my voice is a little bit off, guys. It's kind of like giving a little bit. Not in regards to sickness. It's just, for some reason, my voice just feels a little bit weird there, and we work that space to open up that goal. Yeah, I am noticing that he's playing on the left side, so maybe I'm using the wrong tactics. Oh, interesting. So I am using him in a 4-2-3-1 on the right side, but he's playing as a left center defensive mid sometimes, so it's a little bit awkward there. But yeah, so far his off the ball movement staying in the middle is very nice. And when I do lose possession of the ball, he off the ball movement wise to cover the middle area is pretty good. It's pretty good so far. Yeah, his dribbling is very generic. I thought it would be more responsive, like super responsive. It's not. It's just like a generic good dribbling. Just want to see what his off the ball movement is like here. So stay back while attacking. He doesn't utilize that empty space, so that's something to take into consideration, right? When someone's high work rates and they have stay back while attacking, they will play to their high work rates more if it is an instruction that you have specifically set, right? So. Yeah, he's just got some like very generic good dribbling, which I still like, of course. Oh, that was such a good run that he did right there. I tried to shoot that instantly, but yeah, it just didn't register right away. That was a really good run by him, though. And a great pass with Hazard. So one thing that I found interesting with the card for this game in particular, guys, was I was using him in the right center defensive mid position, but he often rotated with Campbell, which I didn't mind too much. Right, because it always felt like when Campbell wasn't in position, Verstraete would occupy his position, which is good. Which is a good off-the-ball movement thing to have, and he did always want to utilize the middle space. He's not being crazy defensive right now, but he's just like a, you know what, like, okay, I'll take this card type of card right now, right? It's nothing's too special. The next game that we're going to be using him in, we're going to try him out with balanced instructions to utilize his high work rates. To see if I can see, you know, if he offers some sort of good dribbling and passing presence as he's attacking forward. All right, let's see how he plays in the balanced role of CDM. This game, yeah, we're going to see how he plays. He definitely seems to be offering himself more on the balance instruction. Seems to be in better positions as well on the attack, which is always nice to have. See, always comes close, always offers himself on the attack, on that balance instruction. The high work rates is a big thing with that for sure. Nice little goal there with Werner. So we just do a small little touch, get the extra angle on the inside, get that near post goal. But yeah, you definitely notice the difference when you have him on just balance instructions. He definitely offers himself more. He utilizes empty space more, which is decent. A little defensive play with him there. Nice, good goal. You see how he utilizes more empty position? Like, he actually goes into the empty space. If he's on stay back while attacking, he kind of like restricts himself from doing it. But in that situation, he utilizes the empty space really nicely. Alright guys, so final verdict on the card. The cards, it's decent. You know, whether it's worth the grind is entirely up to a person. You know, we're looking at a player from the Bundesliga that is Belgian, so, you know, you could do it for sentimental value in regards to that. Do I think the card is that special? Not really. I didn't really notice anything special about him. Defensively, he did very generic stuff. Attacking-wise, considering he's a high work rate player, was pretty generic as well. It's just one of those cards that, like, you know, if you're a fan of Cologne in real life, or, you know, you just want to have him for your Bundesliga connection, it's like one of those types of cards. His dribbling is what disappointed me the most, probably, because I thought it was going to be more responsive, which makes sense. Like, some of the stats here make sense. Like, 78 dribbling is not really that high. Reactions being 80 is not really that high with 82 composure. But I did think that the 5'9 was going to compensate the dribbling a little bit, but it kind of didn't, right? So it's kind of just one of those, like, in my opinion, it's one of those, like, concept cards. Like Moy Gomez, like they did the Moy Gomez League objective as well for the Liga Santander, and I consider those concept cards where it's like, you know, you could put them in your team, have fun with them if you want to use something different, but wouldn't necessarily be too crazy about using him in my general squad, but I would do the card for icon swaps if I ever need to have, like, you know, first owner Bundesliga players where he's going to be playing as one of my CDMs or something. But I didn't think he was too special, guys. I thought he was a very, very generic card. Everything that he did well, most other players will do well, right? Like when I take him off of the instruction of stay back while attacking with the high work rates, decent attacking, stuff like that, everything that I mentioned that he did well, a lot of other players would do as well. So yeah, anyway, it's a usable card. You know, it's not special, but it's definitely a usable card. So that's what I would say in regards to him. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Really do appreciate it. I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.